told you that self-publishing your first book is simpler than you think. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to transform your manuscript into a professionally published book, complete with an eye-catching cover, proper formatting, and everything you need in order to start selling on Amazon. Here are the 10 steps that will turn you from an aspiring author into a publishing professional. Step number 1 is writing and revising your manuscript. Now, you might be asking yourself, can I just skip this step? But here's why this foundation matters. A lot of first-time authors will rush to publication, not realizing that there's one crucial element that their manuscript needs, and that is market readiness. Your manuscript needs to be more than complete. It needs to be polished. Professional editing is a crucial investment into your book's success because every error that makes it to publication can greatly impact your credibility as an author. Now, I have a previous video where I go into way more detail about editing, and I'll link that in the description box below. Now, your manuscript isn't the only piece of writing that you need to prepare in step 1. You'll also need to prepare your book description as well as your author bio. Think of your book description as a sales pitch. You want to focus on your target audience's pain points and the value that your book will provide. And with your author bio, you want to include any relevant experience related to your book. This will help to establish your credibility within your field. Once your manuscript is polished and ready, it's time for step 2, choosing your self-publishing platform. Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing dominates the market, and I highly recommend them for first-time publishing author. Now, I make this recommendation because they offer multiple formats: digital, paperback, and hardcover. Also, I make this recommendation because it's a simple and easy to use interface, and I find that most first-time authors don't want to be overwhelmed with the platform itself. While KDP gives you access to the largest book buying audience, platforms like Ingram Spark and Lulu provide a wider distribution to bookstores and libraries. So the key is understanding which platform you're choosing and doing research before you make a final decision. For nonfiction authors, KDP is typically the best starting point. You can publish both digital and paperback versions through one dashboard, and their reporting tools make it easy to track your book's performance across different markets. Before we move further, 2 important decisions: ISBNs and copyright. KDP provides free ISBNs for your paperback, or you can purchase your own through Bowker for more flexibility. As for copyright, your work is technically protected upon creation, though some authors choose to register it for additional protection. Links to both Bowker and the Copyright Office are in the description below. This is also the time to start researching your keywords and categories. This is crucial for helping readers find your book on Amazon. Think of it as the digital equivalent for which shelf your book would sit on if it were in an actual bookstore. Step number 3 is to format your book. Now, this is the step where you transform your manuscript into a proper book. But this is also a step where a lot of first-time authors get stuck because they confuse their manuscript format for the book format. So let me show you the difference. On the left, you see a typical manuscript format: double space with 1-inch margins and a simple font. This is perfect for writing and editing. But on the right, you see a published book with proper chapter headings, styled paragraphs, and balanced margins. I purchased a template to format my book, but Readsy's free online tool can handle this transformation beautifully. Now, here's something to note. Readsy will include a line on your copyright page stating, "This book was professionally typeset on Readsy." Since this is a part of their free service, you can't remove it. If this is a concern, I have a detailed tutorial on using Kindle Create as an alternative. You'll find links to both formatting tutorials in the description below. Step number 4 is create your book cover. Now, step number 4 is crucial because your book cover is your book's first impression. Now, before we get into how to create a book cover, I first want you to understand what makes a professional cover effective. Professional nonfiction book covers share key elements: clear typography for your title, appropriate use of white space, and imagery that resonates with your target reader. Think about the covers in your book's category. Your covers should look at home next to them while still standing out. Before you start designing, you'll need to understand KDP's technical requirements. Your cover needs specific dimensions based on your page count, proper resolution, at least 300 dpi, and a design that works in both full size and thumbnail view. Remember to preview your cover at thumbnail size. That's how most readers will first see it. I recommend hiring a professional book cover designer, but if that's not in your budget, let me show you how to bring these elements together in Canva. While KDP offers a free cover creator, I recommend Canva for its balance of professional features and ease of use. Here, I'm starting with one of their nonfiction templates. Notice how easy it is to modify the text, adjust the fonts, and move elements around. Even small changes to color and typography can transform a basic template into something that feels unique to your book. Okay, before we move on to uploading your book, if you're finished with your manuscript and ready to publish, I've created a free guide covering 5 must-know secrets before publishing to Amazon. These are crucial tips that could save you time and potential mistakes. Click the link in the description to get instant access. Step number 5, upload your book. Now, step number 5 is where everything comes together on KDP. Let me walk you through some of the essential points for uploading your book to Amazon. Start by choosing between Kindle ebook or paperback. I recommend setting up your ebook first. The process is simpler and you can use what you learned for your paperback setup. You'll need several pieces ready: your finalized manuscript file, your cover file, your book description, and author bio we prepared in step 1. Remember those keywords and categories we researched in step 2? This is where you'll use them. Once you choose between ebook or paperback, you'll be able to enter your book's details, which, as you can see, is very simple. Once your book is uploaded, pay special attention to the preview function. This is crucial. Make sure to check every page of your book in the previewer. Now, here's some common issues to watch for: proper chapter formatting, image placement and quality, table of content links, and page breaks in the right places. Now, when it comes to pricing, research similar books in your category. Your price should be competitive while still reflecting your book's value. For ebooks priced between $2.99 and $9.99, you'll earn the highest royalty rate. If you're publishing a paperback, save your work in draft status and order a proof copy. This physical proof lets you catch issues that might not be visible in the digital previewer. While you're waiting for your proof, you can continue setting up your ebook version. Step number 6, set up your author platform. So think of it as establishing your professional presence online. It requires 4 essential elements: a professional website, an email list, a professional headshot, as well as a social media presence. Think of these as the foundation that will support your book success as well as your long-term growth as an author. Each element serves a very specific purpose. Your website acts as your home base. Your email list builds direct connections with readers. Your headshot establishes professionalism, and social media helps engage with your target audience. For a detailed guide on how to build each of these elements effectively, check out my video, The Art of How to Build an Author Platform. You'll find the link in the description. Step number 7, publish your book. Step number 7 is hitting that exciting publish your book button. But before we do that, let's review some things first. Go through your book details one last time: title, subtitle, description, categories, and keywords. Verify your pricing and distribution settings, and once you click publish, your ebook will typically go live within 24 to 72 hours, while your paperback might take 3 to 5 days to appear on Amazon. This timing gives you a perfect window to prepare for your launch activities in step 8. Step number 8, launch your book. Now, step number 8 starts when your book is live on Amazon. But your first task is to set up your Amazon Author Central profile. Now, this is a step that a lot of first-time authors miss, and is really important because it establishes your presence on Amazon, but it also opens up a lot of marketing tools. In Author Central, focus on these 3 key areas to optimize your presence. First, create a compelling author profile with your professional photo and comprehensive bio. Second, Enhance your book's page by adding relevant photos and videos that give readers insight into your expertise and writing process. And third, track your author rank and access detailed sales data to understand how your book is performing. A successful book launch requires careful planning and strategic timing. I've created a comprehensive book launch strategy that walks you through creating a launch plan that builds momentum and maximizes your book's visibility. You'll find the link to this ebook in the description below. Now, during your launch phase, focus on getting those early reviews. It's like I always say, it's one thing for you to brag on your book, and it's something entirely different for others to do it. So make sure you reach out to people within your audience and ask them to write those early reviews, as it will absolutely help you to get additional sales. Step number 9, market your book. Now, this is the step where you're going to transition from launch activities to long-term marketing strategies. Now, if you watched any of my previous videos, you know that I actually recommend that you start the marketing process in step number 1 when you're doing the actual writing and revising. However, this is the step where long-term marketing strategies are going to come into play. So you want to ask yourself crucial questions like, where is my target audience on the internet? So are they on YouTube watching videos? Are they looking at motivational content on Instagram? Are they on TikTok? And I want you to focus your content as well as your content plan around where your audience is. So for example, you may focus on podcast. That may be an area where you focus. Maybe you'll focus on a blog, but it is in this step that you're going to create that long-term marketing strategy for your book. Step number 10, monitoring your sales and reviews. Now, this is the step that, again, a lot of first-time authors don't put a lot of time and attention into. So all of those marketing efforts that you had in step 9, now is the step where you're going to look at your reporting to see which of those efforts actually produced sales. Also, when you were reaching out for reviews, which of your efforts actually garnered those reviews. So I want you to make sure that you spend a lot of time on this particular step, because it will help you to make different decisions on your future marketing efforts. So that's it. 10 clear steps to self-publish your book. Every successful author has been where you are right now. So take it one step at a time and be consistent. And as you're walking through these steps, make sure to check out my previous video where I share how to build your author platform. As I said before, it is a crucial step and the foundational step to supporting your book success. And make sure to subscribe for additional writing, publishing, and marketing tips in the future.